Hey, I'm Carl and welcome back to my YouTube video series on rotary tools. Here we have the rotary tool called ENGINDOT, E-N-G-I-N-D-O-T. Now in front of the box it doesn't have the name, it just has a model number, model RTD 35 ACL. 120 volt, 60 Hz, 1 amp, 3.2 millimeter, which I'm thinking that's 1/8 inch. I'm not quite sure. Oh, there we go. Here's all the information on the company name right here. If you want to zoom in and check that out. Phone number, address, email address, made in China. Let's look at this thing. Oh, here we go. ENGINDOT Rotary Tool, new, made in China. Just other little small information there. There we go. Nice, strong plastic carrying case. Flex shaft on this side. We have the very small instruction manual. Here's the tool itself. We'll take that out. Here's a couple of accessories. We'll take those out. We'll take all these out. We'll take out this flex shaft. And we're going to look at these one at a time. Here we go. First off, we have a small bag of sanding drum sleeves. Just your basic sanding drum. Here we go. Looks like there's about 20 of them in there, 20 pieces. Inside this accessory case, let's go ahead and dump that out. Let's see here, we have 2 larger buffing pads, 2 small buffing pads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pink sharpening stones. 1, 2 brown sharpening stones. 1 wire brush. 5 cut-off discs. 1 small baggie of small cut-off discs. 1 small bag of sanding discs. Let's see, we have 1, 2 drill bits. We have 1, 1 ball type carving bit. 1, 2, 3 diamond coated engraving bits, different shapes. There's a drill bit right there, small drill bit to go with this one. So we got 2 drill bits. We have 2 of these mandrels to hold either cut-off wheels or the sanding disc. Go ahead and put those back in the case. Put these back in the case. We have 1 screw type mandrel for holding the buffing pads. Got 3 drill bits, 1 drywall bit, 1 wrench, 1 sanding drum mandrel. We'll keep that out. 1 extra collet nut, which looks like it's a small hands-free version. Some of them are bigger around, but this is a smaller size. 1 wrench that goes with a flex shaft. We have 1 guard for stopping debris from getting into your eyes. These are great to have right here. I do have a video showing you how to make your own instead of buying one out of a medicine bottle. These are great right there. I like them a lot. We have the drywall bit goes with this. Many people call this a router, but it's really for putting holes in drywall. And that's the accessories. So we're going to put this back in here, the drywall bit. Going to leave out the large drill bit. Put the 2 small ones back in here. We're going to put back the cut-off disc and the the sanding disc, wire disc. We'll keep this out, keep this out, put this back up. We're going to do a different video on how to use these. I'm going to put that up. And I'm going to take out 1 sanding drum sleeve. I can get this bag open. There we go. Take out 1 of those. Put the rest up. Okay, now we have the flex shaft, which these are very good to have. I don't use mine as much as I should, but instead of using your tool such as this, you can connect your flex shaft and use it like this. Much easier on the smaller hands. So all you do is just take off this guard right here, loosen that up just a little bit, and you'll see here it has a sort of like an accelerator cable on the end there. You just put that in. Whoops, there goes something across the floor. So just put that in and tighten this up. There we go. This one seems to be a little bit harder than normal. Getting it lined up. There we go. There we go. And you'll insert your accessory into here. Let me loosen this up a little bit. There we go. And you will take this tool right here. It's almost like an Allen wrench. Now there's a hole on the end of this handpiece. Just drop that in the hole. Turn this until you'll hear that hear it fall a little bit. I'll put a lock on this nut and you'll just tighten that up with your wrench. There we go. Take that out. Now you're ready to use your handpiece or whatever accessories you have on here. So okay, we've got the flex shaft put away. I've got the tool itself pulled out here, so let's go over this thing. Pretty big beefy tool. It's got the shape that most rotary tools don't have, as the power cord is coming out at an angle from the back end. It's kind of a curved shape. It's not bad, it's just different than others. It seems a little heavier. The center of gravity seems pretty good. Sticker here, R3, ENGINDOT R3. There's another sticker telling about the volts and the ohms and all that kind of stuff. Plenty of air vents. 1, 2, 3 on this side, 3 on this side. None on the top, none on the bottom. Well, there's one right here. That should be sufficient enough. Has a hanging loop right here. There we go. See if I can get that to come out. Here we go. Got a hanging hook right here. Get that out of the way, put it back where it belongs. Speed control. It goes from 6 to 1. On and off switch here on the bottom. Brushes here on the top and the bottom. This is the finger guard. Keep your finger from sliding when you're using it. Sliding off this way. This is your shaft lock button. And this is the mandrel lock right here, or the shaft nut, whichever way you want to call it. So, let's go ahead and look at this keyless chuck here. Take that. Keep wanting to say collar pin, but it's not a collar pin. It's a collet. Took the collet out and the lock that came with it, and put on this keyless chuck right here, which I would rather use. Let's see here. I'm going to put the drill bit in, push it in all the way, then bring it out. I'm going to lock it on the shaft, but not on the flutes of the drill bit. I'm just going to tighten it up with my fingers. And that's what's good about the keyless chuck. You don't have to use a wrench with it. So, if you're using the one with a collet, you'll put the correct size collet in there. Put the collet nut on. Putting the drill bit in. There we go. Then I'm going to tighten it down with my finger as much as I can. Then take the wrench while you're holding in the spindle lock and tighten that up. But I'm going to take that back off and use the keyless chuck. Like I said earlier, what I prefer more than anything else is the keyless chuck. And now the collet is stuck on this drill bit. So let me put this back on here like this. Put that on there to hold that collet. And try to pull out this drill bit. Let me use this towel here. It shouldn't be that tight, but it is. Oh well, I'm just going to have to put that back in the case like that, or get a pair of pliers and get that off of there. So, I was going to test out this drill bit, but, well, I still can. Let me put this back in here like this. We'll go ahead and test this drill bit out this way. Put that on there. Lock this back into place. Put these aside. Looks like we have a 6-foot cord on here, power cord. We'll take off this strap. There we go. Got a power outlet over here. You go ahead and plug it in. Okay, got it on low. Always wear your safety goggles when you're doing this. Got it on low. Gonna turn it on. Looks pretty good. Not a lot of run out on here. There is a slight bit, but I can barely notice it. I've got a piece of wood right here. So let's drill a hole here and started bogging down a little bit. I'm gonna put it on high. Look at that. Plenty of power with that. Plenty of power. Impressed with that. So let's take this off of here. Unscrew this. I'm going to put the keyless chuck on here. And I'm going to put the sanding drum mandrel on. There we go. Gonna pull it about this far out. Tighten it up. Tighten it up on my fingers. I'm used to using my fingers. You can see how much I have that sticking out right there. Okay. Now we're going to put the sanding drum sleeve on here. Put it over the rubber part, holding the shaft lock. I'm going to get my wrench with the screwdriver tip on the end and tighten this up. Now there's a lot of videos that don't show you that you're supposed to tighten up this nut here on this sanding drum mandrel. And the reason that you tighten it is, just one second, I'll show you. Let me get this a little bit more. A little bit more. Okay. If you look at the end of this screw, when you tighten the screw, it will push down on that washer. And the washer will push down on the rubber drum, which will make it expand. And that's what the expansion of that rubber drum is, what holds your sanding sleeve on. So I'm going to put it down to 1. I'm going to see how much pressure it takes for it to bog down a little bit. There you go, not putting a whole lot of pressure. You can see where it's bogging down at. Up to 6, full blast. There you go, you can see how easy it carved out that piece of wood right there. This is a piece of soft pine here. So this will be strong enough to do most of your household chores, projects, or even pine wood derbies. So, ENGINDOT R3. I'm going to call this a pretty nice rotary tool. I'm pretty impressed with it. Under $20 on Amazon. So that's a great price. No issues with that at all. Make a great gift for somebody. Whether it be Christmas, birthday, or just a because gift, or a gift to yourself. I like the colors. Atlanta Falcons or Georgia Bulldog colors, whichever one you prefer. Red and black. My name's Carl, and I do appreciate you watching.